All right, Low Lives, episode 4. It's your boy Playboy. Got Jeffrey in the building. Today we got 2 special guests. Got my boy right here, nephew. And my boy Swish. What's up, dog?
What's up, man?
How you doing, man? Major player in the game, bro. We pulled up and we seen hella boxes coming in here, dog. You doing it big time, right? Low key. High key, low key, you doing it big time, dog.
For a restock too.
Doing it crazy, bro. I haven't seen a brand do some shit like this. Other than I went to Los Angeles Apparel one time and I seen Hellstar, like same shit, just fucking hella boxes. I'm like, goddamn, I gotta do it up. I gotta go crazy, dog.
It's really nothing. It's like 600 pieces, 600
like sets,
full sets.
Okay, bet.
So
Yeah, that's
it's really
crazy,
not
bro.
a lot when you think about it. You know?
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to do at least 1,000 at everything I release. Like that's not that much. You feel me?
Yeah, when you're doing good, then the numbers start seeming different. Where you're like, cause 600 to like a small brand might be like, fuck, can I push that? You feel me?
You can, cause there's like 7 million people in LA.
Exactly.
So like,
that's a good way.
Hey, that's what I want to talk about with you, low key. Is like, bruh, you've been like the Chapo and Pablo shit. You've been like the way you've been doing it, pushing it. It's completely different than like the way I've thought of it. You kind of like you like keep pushing it, keep putting on new people, new audiences. It's touching new individuals and shit. And that shit crazy. What's like your perspective on that? Like how you essentially like market this shit? Cause like you don't have to like, you're like essentially making it iconic. You know what I mean?
Well, pretty much just because we started out with 200 originally. Then I did like 700 with Desto. The next drop was like 400 pieces. I think we're at like the 9,000 mark. We're getting close to around 10,000 pieces ever released of the sweatsuits. So
you mean 10,000 sold?
Yeah.
Damn.
So it really, like I said, there's 7 million people in LA.
Oh, so in your mind, you got
way
much more people to hit.
What really is 10,000 over the past 3 years?
Yeah.
True. You feel me?
Yeah, cause like with my shit, I've had people be like, "Oh, do you still have this?" And I'm like, "Nah, I'm already on the next shit." So I'm like, "Fuck, you do miss out on all those like basically start juicing it, but I kind of like cut it off early." You feel me?
And those are hit designs, man.
Yeah.
It's like if a rapper, you know, when a rapper come out, their first like couple albums always the best. Like that's all the hit songs, and they keep performing those songs at every show.
Yeah.
It's like if a rapper came out with those songs and then he was like, "Nah, I'm done with those. I'm not gonna play those at none of the shows no more."
Yeah, that should be crazy.
Like no one would even go to the shows. If they're playing all their new music.
I want to see
the first ones with hits.
Low-key, I want to see like a rapper do that though. Imagine if they took that from the catalog and they're like, if you want it, you have to like buy this shit. Cause like they probably get way more money like that, low-key, if they took it off. Like imagine Jay-Z's like took off his whole catalog. He's like, you want this shit? You not even can't stream this shit no more. You have to buy this shit.
You gotta buy it again.
That might be crazy.
Bring LimeWire back.
Yeah, but that's how I be thinking too. Like, you know, either I could keep pushing it, make it more and more and more iconic, or, you know, do some new shit and keep doing it like that. But like, damn, it's a lot of pressure, low key. I'm in the midst of that right now, like trying to make some new shit. And you be like, damn.
Blasey really put me onto that shit because I seen how he was doing like 1,000 each T-shirt. I was like, and then he just let them sit there, and then they slowly go. They all go.
Yeah.
Because if it's a hit, it's a hit. We don't got the marketing to get it out to everyone like how Nike does and shit. So it's like to get it out there, it slowly takes time, word of mouth. So
every time you like restock it, is there a new way you're trying to like push it out? Or like how are you trying to get to new audiences?
Yeah, like how creatively do you think on like terms of marketing? Cause like
the rollout for each time you drop it.
I don't even trip, honestly. I just drop shit.
Just put it out. Hey, am I tripping or did your IG get deleted before? Like the brand one?
Yeah, it's gotten deleted a bunch of times.
Yeah, how's that shit? That shit, I've had that happen before and that shit fucked me up. It's annoying as fuck.
Yeah, it fucks you up. My shit was deleted for like 6 months at one point.
You got it back though?
Yeah, but we had grown like a backup page in the meantime. It did fuck up the momentum though, because we was like neck and neck with a lot of other brands. I ain't gonna say no names, but like a lot of the big brands in LA, we was neck and neck on followers. And then like when I lost my Instagram for 6 months, like I had to start all fresh, and all them brands went up to 100K and shit, and I stayed the same. And it was during the best period of the brand. Like my best 2 collections dropped during then. So it sucked, but it's whatever. I ain't really tripping.
Yeah, I had that shit happen
It-
before, and
it-
you have a good network though. I feel like where you're able to like get it to like get re-shouted out and all that shit. Or how did you build it back so fast?
Mm, I mean, we didn't really build it all the way back up. It's at like the backup page at like 25, I think, 25K. I don't know, man. Like, yeah, with cool network, cool. Like people just fuck with the brand. So instantly we had, like 5,000 people just come and follow the new page.
Yeah, I feel that.
You got to get someone on the inside on like Instagram or some shit.
Yeah,
That'd be
I
tough.
got some little scammer niggas that be getting my shit back now, but it costs.
Damn.
Yeah, bro,
Every
they be
time.
charging crazy.
What they charge for that? I was like down to pay. When my shit got fucked up, I was like looking up like Facebook headquarters. I'm like, damn, they're only in San Francisco. I'm like,
pull up on them niggas.
on God, I pulled up and bro, nobody was talking to me. They're just like, oh, I don't know, like just fill out a form. I'm like, this is the same shit on your fucking website, bro. I was like thinking, I was like, I gotta make a scene, dog. Like if they're not gonna fuck with me, I was like, I'm gonna make this shit a news headline. I'm gonna throw a brick at their window, be like, get my page back or some shit.
That's not gonna do shit though.
I mean, it might be like fucking, it might be a headline, just like
Yeah.
fucking terroristic kid, like
Them
fucking
little
with.
scammers don't even know how to get it. Like they got little emails that they send it to.
Mm-hmm.
They got some little like emails that send it to. Like they know some little backdoor shit that they could get in, and it's all automated though. Everything. You get your page deleted automatically. It's all through computers and AI and shit.
Yeah, I think I got mine deleted automatically because the emails they were contacting me with was just straight up computer shit. I'm like, I could tell it's not a human.
So the scammers, it's free to them to send out a couple emails to the right ones and shit, and they get your shit back. It costs like $500, but a lot of people be taxing.
That's nothing, bro. I'll pay that shit.
Yeah, a lot of people be taxing on top though. Like you'll see a lot of people be like, "I'll get your shit back for $1,500." That just means they're getting it for $500 back, and they just putting a rack on it.
Bro, you gotta leak that, bro. You gotta save the streets, bro. I don't know what happened. Like at the same time, it happened to a bunch of people, like same fucking shit. But yeah, how you know my boy Swish right here, bro? How you guys meet?
Yeah, I mean,
Just outside, he be
Yeah.
everywhere.
I'm trying to, man. Like, back in the day, like, I remember it was a day, like, Desto opened a store or something. And, yeah, he put me on, like, introduced me a hella, like, LA local people. I come back and forth, like, I have my brands, like I mentioned one time. So, always good to see the people, like, especially Milo, he got his brand, like, really, like, popping in LA, because, like, he really focusing on his own city where he at. And, like, he always try making motion. Now he got a store, because, like, I think, like, I've seen, like, when he dropped the, outfit art called Salad Collab, everyone went crazy, because, like they was in the scene, like, for a minute, like, I mean, like, for a while. So, like, people already recognize you, like, when they start, like, something new moves, like, people be like, oh, I think that's the one, like, we got to, keep, like, like looking at, like, that's how, like, people still come, like, keep coming to the store, and his shit, like, was viral,
Yeah, sick, bro.
That's cool, bro.
And how long have you been doing Asaali, basically? How long have you been in this shit? Like doing a clothing line, basically.
It's gonna be the 4th year. Yes, this summer.
For real, so in 4 years, did you have any type of like motion before that with this shit at all, or did you like really just build it up from then, like 4 years ago started?
Well, I used to sell coke,
Uh
so I knew a lot of people. I had like 500 clients, over 500 clients.
huh. For coke?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So I had a little bit of network out here, but no one really like fuck with me like that. I ain't have no following on Instagram or none of that shit.
So just a real deal like street dweller type shit.
But I knew a lot of like stylists and shit.
When you first moved out here?
Nah, through selling coke. Like when I first moved out here, I didn't know nobody. I moved out here 6 years ago. I didn't know one person. So when I came out, I would go out like to Hollywood and shit and try to sell coke, and no one would fuck with me. They'd be like, "What the fuck? Who are you? Like, we get coke all the time. we get this shit for hella cheap. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right. And I was like, fuck. And I couldn't meet nobody. No one would buy shit. I had a few knocks I got, but like it took a minute, bro. And then I started going broke out here. So I was like, fuck, I had to go get a job as a server in Beverly Hills. And I worked there for like 6 months.
Yo, what was that shit like being a server? Like,
That shit's whack.
was it a good restaurant though, where you like you can get some good tips type shit, like fancy or something? Or was it just
Yeah,
like
it
a
was
regular?
fancy as fuck. I'm not going to no regular ass shit, you
Uh-huh.
know? I'm trying to get some money.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, no, it was cool. Like I was able to pay my bills. It was like 35 an hour after tips
Okay,
type shit.
not too bad.
It was some bougie ass shit, like, but it was cool. It was cool. It was chill. And ended up quitting that spot. And I had to just make shit work. At that point, I already had like a stronger network. Just being in that area, I started to get used to it. Started to like know a few people through work and just like being out there in that area. But I just really put my neck out there and was like, I switched up my marketing technique. Instead of trying to sell coke, I would go out to the club and just give coke out for free.
Yeah.
So I would just try to get people's numbers and just give out bumps. So every night my goal was to get 10 people's phone numbers. And eventually, you know, they'd be like, oh, that was some good shit you gave me, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And so in like a month, just like shit started popping off. I had so many people's numbers. Knox was telling other Knox, like, hey, he's got it.
Yeah, that's smart as fuck, low key. Do you like do that with your brand too, like that type of thinking?
That's exactly what I did with the brand, and that's what Desto taught me.
Like you get, so you are you like essentially giving away Asaali to people and
I
shit?
used to pull up the Trippie Red's house with fucking
Just
tons
bags.
of clothes, bro.
Smart as hell.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what size that nigga wants to wear or what color he wants
Yeah.
to wear, what's gonna fit, like, you know?
Yeah, I feel that.
So it's like you really gotta give him a lot of shit, and it's the same thing with me. I ain't really wearing no one's merch unless I get a lot of it, where like all of a sudden it just clicks with a fit or something.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I'm gonna throw this on with this, just cause. But like the rest of the time, I'm really not wearing no one's shit, you know?
Yeah, I feel that. Me too. Except for today. Yesterday I had like my full shit, but now I'm wearing just like nothing on mine pretty much. But fuck it.
Yeah. So I would just give out shit for real, a lot of shit.
Yeah, that's
And
really smart,
they
bro.
They don't wear half of it, or most of it. They wear like one piece out of the whole shit you give them.
Yeah.
See, that's why I've always been like conflicted. Like, I don't know if they're gonna appreciate it. Like, I like it when people really fuck with my shit. You feel me? Other than if I give it to them, like, are they gonna wear it? Are they gonna even give a fuck about it? Not even wear it? But it seems like it works for you, bro. Like, people be wearing that shit. You be getting some photo in there, some shit. Like,
It's money, bro. Like I got pictures of Trippie and big artists wearing my shit. That's money, bro. If you can get a picture of Trippie in your shit, that's worth money, bro. Like,
yeah. Social proof in it.
People will pay $20,000 or more just to get a picture of Trippie Redd wearing their clothes.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
So you can give him like $500 worth of clothes and he throws some shit on. That's hella worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
that's
just like
true.
going to the grocery store, who just like throw it on, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Get a
if
pic of it
he
in,
got enough
you're
of
like,
it,
hell
it's
yeah.
gonna happen.
Exactly.
Because half the time too, if you give him enough, half the time he's not taking pictures. But you give him enough, then he actually might catch him in some shit.
Yeah.
Because he's wearing it enough.
Yeah, cause like you have all these posters around and shit. And it's all like natural. It's all like they're on stage with it. They're doing something with it.
Yeah,
When I seen you had
don't
Chris
them
Sean
post
rocking, I was like,
pictures.
damn, you guys are going up. She was like in the peak of her shit, like when she was fucking cracking, bro.
For
The whole
real?
fucking what was it? I think it was like the Blue Face in Love, whatever the fuck that shit was called.
Yeah,
I
I
seen
fuck
her in that
with her.
shit.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's-
damn.
That's the homegirl. I've been fucking with her since the beginning. If you look at her first No Jumper interview, she's wearing my shit.
Yeah.
So the first time she ever popped out in LA, like outside of the Blue Girls Club, she was wearing the sweatsuit. It was like one of the first colorways that I ever dropped before I did the collab with Desto. So I've been rocking with her from the jump. Shout out Krishan, you know.
Who was like one of the most craziest one that you seen? Like, damn, really got it on this person.
Shit, who was I tripping off? Thug.
Young Thug?
Yeah, Thug.
Oh,
was
Oh
Yeah,
shit, yeah, that's
crazy.
crazy. That's
I
pretty fire.
remember.
That's like worth some money right there. Picture Young Thug wearing that shit. That's like, damn.
Yeah, and he was fucking with it too. He had actually asked for the clothes.
Damn, that's fucking fire, bro.
I never really threw Doug out of clothes. He had actually asked Doug for the clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Doug brought it to him and he put that shit on. He was
Yeah,
wearing it for like a week straight.
that's fire, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I heard like when you were first popping it off, like you would go to clubs and try to, I guess, celebrities and be like, you got to wear this shit, you know, or otherwise.
Or like
basically,
Chris Brown and
forcing
shit. I heard you
yeah.
told Chris Brown, like, I'll go back to like basically selling drugs type shit.
Do you think that's like a natural? Because I feel like a lot of people don't have that, like they won't do that. You know what I mean? But do you think that's like a big part of your personality and like how you're able to
Yeah,
pop
like
off
talk
your
to these
brand?
people.
Like, because I wouldn't do that shit, or I wouldn't know how to do that shit.
You gotta press these motherfuckers. Like, you gotta come on, man. Like, you really.
You gotta push that shit. You are
gotta
the
push
brand.
that shit.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, wear this shit.
Yeah.
Come on, put it like. I'm like, I don't know how to say it, but like, yeah, man, he pushed that shit. Like, be confident about that shit.
Yeah, that's like that
Because-
by all means mentality type shit.
Right? Because if someone's
But,
pushing
but when
something,
it come down to it, too, you hit him with that sob story. I remember like, who was it? What's that nigga? That big ass Howard or something. The NBA player,
Dwight.
Oh, yeah.
Dwight Howard.
Oh.
Yeah.
I had seen him in the club, and I had just said like, "Hey, I'm an up and coming designer. Like, please fuck with me." You know, like, and like when you say something like that, like, what are they gonna be like? Nah, fuck you. Like, I'm rich as hell. I don't fuck with you. Like, nah, that would be rude as hell. Like, you're a weirdo
In person, though, right?
in person.
Okay,
So you
yeah.
see him in the club, be like, nigga, like, I'm an up and coming designer. Like, help me out, bro. You're rich. You're famous. All I need is a shout out. Like, don't be
Yeah.
a dick.
Yeah.
I gotta try that shit.
You know?
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
much, bro. Like, hey, come on, bro. And they lots of times they down to help, bro. Like,
Yeah.
what's it gonna be to them? But no, anyways, Dwight Howard, he was all like, oh yeah, DM me. And I was like, oh man, like he's never gonna fuck with me. Like, you know, I'm like, oh fuck.
Sometimes.
And then as soon as I leave the club, I'm like, I'll send him a DM anyways. Like, what's it gonna hurt? I send him a DM and he just responds right away. He's like, bet. I'm like, what the fuck?
This shit really real.
But
that's
I
what
was like, what the fuck? Dwight Howard really respond to my DM?
That's
Yeah,
dope.
like what the fuck?
You know, so yeah, like I had done the same thing with Kim Kardashian the other day too.
That's
You ran into her?
Yeah,
Hype
What the fuck?
I got this video of her too. I ain't posted it or nothing yet, but
Yo,
Yeah,
put this
that's
on.
I
Man.
said the same thing. I was like, I turned like my negative background into something positive. I was showing her the Thuggies because that's my other brand,
Yeah.
the underwear.
Yeah, I seen
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So I was showing her the Thuggies, and I'm like, I turned like my negative background into something positive, and I like really want to show this or something. You know,
I'm trying to make something of myself. Like,
Yeah, and
Some, like,
and she
corporate shit.
what's she gonna say? Like that's what that bitch is all about.
Yeah.
Right, right,
You
yeah.
know?
She like goes to jail and
She's
stuff.
like
And
trying
so
to be a
then
lawyer
she,
now
then
and
she
shit.
couldn't really do nothing. She kind of was
Yeah.
like, she turned to her friend and she's like, oh, Dougie's like, underwear for hiding stuff from the police. And I was like taking the video. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's funny as shit.
That's fire,
you
bro.
took it by yourself, the video?
Yeah, and when my homie was there
Oh,
too,
yeah,
they
that's
they
amazing.
had another video too.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
See, like on the spot, I probably would have been like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. I'd be like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. But fuck, that's so
I'd
key
be so
right there.
nervous too
Yeah.
that I'm like, I gotta do it.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
a split decision. It's like, oh, if I
got to,
really
bro.
do this right now, sometimes I won't be in the mood. I'm not gonna lie. Like if I'm in a bad mood,
Mm-hmm, exactly.
I definitely gotta be in the right headspace. Where if I'm not in the right mood, I really just don't want to talk to no one.
Yeah, I
But-
feel that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but sometimes I'm just like, fuck, oh, all right, let's do it. Like this is my chance. And it really, cause she had given me a handshake,
Amazing.
and I was just like, oh, this is my chance. Like I had to just spill it to her, and I bust the Thuggies out. I'm like, hey, right here, like real
Yeah.
quick, like
Like
get that
how
shit
close
in.
do you be having your inventory, dog? Like you be having it like on you, literally. Like
That's what I'm
you just
saying.
had a pack of Thuggies on you.
I was lightweight prepared for that situation.
Like do you always
Yeah.
leave
Like,
prepared?
I knew she was gonna be there.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
I see.
So I was like pulling up like, oh, I kind of already had a plan like, oh, I want to pitch this to her.
That's fire, bro.
See, you got to tap in first, like, you got to see what's going on today, tonight, or like, this weekend, all this shit. Like, I do research because, like, I'm not from here, and like, me, I always like, like lock my, best fits, like, bring out my best fits. And he got like, he rapping himself, like, he got tattoo, like, he got whole fit, his personality chain and shit, That's how, like, people gonna take you serious. Like, if you ain't ready for it, like, nobody gonna take you serious. But
yeah, especially in person.
Yeah,
Cause like in the DM, bro, they don't even
Yeah.
look in their DMs.
Yeah,
In
like,
person, they feel that shit. They're
gotta
like,
talk,
okay.
man. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, when I talk, like, I only need 1 second. Like, I'm like, I'm a designer from Japan. Like,
Yeah.
people are like, show like, some like, love to Japan.
You don't see that
Japanese
shit every day.
Yeah.
people.
A lot of these niggas is in the studio or like working all day long. Like they don't, or it's just fans pulling up on them.
Yeah.
If you got something to give them, something to offer, yeah,
They gonna appreciate
They
it.
gonna appreciate it.
I even bring like fucking like exotic soda to the studio and shit. I brought like, fucking like,
Like from Japan and shit.
yeah, Japanese,
Okay.
like, premium Fanta, like, out there it's cheap, but like, out here, like, if I try to sell like, $40 and shit, but like, I brought to like, people like Ghana, Babyface Rain and them, like, back in the day.
Cause you're only out here for like a limited a time at a time,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So like when you come here, I think you're like, you're more like, damn, I gotta make this time worth it type shit. Because it seems
exactly.
like you like be capitalizing on all these moments,
Yeah.
all these opportunities, opposed to like someone who's here, they be like, damn, where's the opportunities? And it's like,
Yeah.
it's in front of you, but you're not even like checking that shit. You feel me?
Literally.
Yeah,
People
that's fire though.
People that are from LA, this nigga more in the mix than
On
them.
God, yeah, literally, he's talking. I'm like, damn, how the fuck he meet all these people? It's crazy.
He be at every event, bro. I'm like, I pull up, he already there.
I'm trying,
Yeah,
man.
what the fuck?
Yeah,
That's
trying
crazy.
Like you, man, for real.
Yeah, he the plug. He the plug
Yeah.
to the world, really.
Yeah, I had one time too, like, like I said, like, people asking, like, DM me, but like, you can DM me, like, I'm right here, like, I'm down to check, like, I already recognize you, you didn't know me yet, like,
Yeah.
like, yeah, just like, one time, like, shit happened, like, 2 months ago, like, I met Justin Bieber, like, I was with a boy sitting over there, like, my boy Jesse, like, and he my tattoo artist, and he took a video of it, and like I post on TikTok shit, cause like I'm like, people really like, don't know background, cause like, like sometimes I get lucky, but like, Justin, like, he followed my clothes, like, he see me.
He does?
Yeah, like, I mean, like, I knew he's gonna be there too. Cause of like, research and networks and shit. I was wearing like, the fit I was about to give him, and like, he had a basketball game, and like, he was on the way to the car, and I went, I lined up, and like, I'm designer from Japan, like, I got whole fits, like, that's from my brand. If you follow it, like, I want to get you. Like, and he said, "Oh, this is fire. Yeah, come to the come roll to the car with me." And
What the fuck?
yeah, I brought the fit, and like, actually, like, he really like, show me respect. Like, he asked me my Instagram handle, so I told, like, he gonna give me some content, but I'm still waiting for it, man.
That shit in his closet.
Yeah, I should, like, I mean, like, everything is branding, bro. Like, my Instagram handle is like, a bit complicated to like, type in
Yeah.
and shit. Like, everything, like, an Instagram handle, it's important. Like, that's your like business card for real.
Yeah, it's just annoying too when it gets like low key shadow ban. Like you'll type out the whole
Yeah.
thing and it's still not there. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You gotta click like the whole accounts, find it. You gotta search for that shit. That shit annoying.
Yeah.
But hey, bro, you got any like advice for? Cause Lowheads essentially is a platform for all these designers and like up and coming ones. A lot of like
Yeah.
small ones, big ones,
Definitely.
a mixture. What advice would you give to like say the people who are gonna be watching this shit that are like, a lot of them are youngins and they're interested in like starting some shit like this. What advice do you think, like some key shit you would give to them? Like how to not just even start, but like to get you through. You feel me? Like
I say you gotta do numbers, bro. Like, I started off this shit and like, yeah, we sold some clothes and it sold. People liked it, but like, I didn't make an impact in the culture until I dropped with Desto, and we dropped like 700 sweatsuits. Like, you gotta do a lot of pieces, bro. If you're gonna touch, there's 7 million people in LA, so what the fuck is 1,000 pieces? It's nothing.
And you're
Like,
talking about just in LA too. Like it could be.
that's just LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
That's
you're
crazy.
really not touching nothing, bro. So a lot of people, they do 100 and then they give up and they're wondering why no one's seen their brand.
Yeah.
You know, you need people to see that shit. You need eyes on it, especially if you believe in that design. You gotta do numbers, bro. Like, push those numbers. Once you do 100, come back, shit, that's a hit then. You do another 100, do another 200. You know, sell those, keep pushing that shit.
Yeah.
It's gonna bubble too, because if it's a really hit design, people are gonna be walking around wearing that shit.
Yeah.
And their friends are gonna be like, hey, where'd you get that shit?
See, I have yet to walk around. That's like my goal is like just random area. Maybe in LA, I've seen people have sent me shit and shit. But like random city, just see someone like, oh shit, that's my shit. I've like yet to see that. But I know it's there. I see the area codes. I see the cities. I'm like, damn, they're everywhere here. But I just don't be seeing them out here. But yeah, that's fine.
Somewhere.
That's,
It's somewhere.
and what about making an impact to the culture? Like, what kind of impact you want to make? Because I've been thinking about that too. Like the impact, leave a legacy essentially. You know, what do you kind of have in mind for like what you want to do? You know.
I don't know, man. I just do whatever I feel like, for real.
Just make dope shit.
Yeah, and I just fuck with like artists that I fuck with, and I just been keeping it real genuine to myself. You know, I don't follow no trends. Just do what I do.
How'd you get your stuff in? Like, how'd that Desto like collaboration come about? Because if you're telling like kids to like, you know, you gotta. I feel like to do numbers when you're starting, you kind of gotta get a cosign sometimes, right? Or you don't think so?
I just did that many numbers because I knew it was gonna be I knew when we got the sample, I was like, this shit's hard as a bitch with the cough syrup on there. Oh,
You just knew.
I was like, oh, let me run like 700 of these bitches.
Mhm.
You know,
That's
I just maxed out. You know, I was like, oh, like let me get like as much as I possibly can. You
Yeah.
feel me? But man, start off slow. You know, and a lot of the first shit you drop isn't gonna be the best. You know, we changed these sweatsuits a lot along the way.
That was another question I had was like, what about like the struggles? Like I know like in the beginning I've done like, okay, you think that shit gonna hit, you buy a bunch and then you sell and it's like, damn, that shit didn't sell nothing. Or like little struggles like that, maybe like wasted efforts, shit like that. You ever have any of those in the
Yeah,
process?
all the time. But it sell eventually.
Yeah.
And then it sell eventually. We do a sale on like Black Friday and shit too. So like
Yeah.
everything sell on Black Friday. Like we don't have nothing left.
Yeah, it's crazy how like the seasons, the buying seasons of people, it really is the last like end of the year. Like,
I mean,
people be
I
fucking
keep
with that
everything on my website. Like we not like them other brands. Like just put it up there and then take it down.
shit. Hmm.
Like we just sell it as long as we got it. We selling that shit.
That's what's up, bro. I fuck with that.
So I ain't really tripping off of like if shit don't sell, add it to the fucking warehouse. It's gonna slowly sell.
Yeah. I fuck with that.
It's really about like the culture around your shit, for real. As far as me, like I know a lot of people go different directions with this shit. My homie, he does all like advertisements. So like he has subscribers and he advertises and he does sales and stuff. But like all of my stuff is all organic. We don't do no ads. I barely even send out emails. It's all through like the community that we built.
Hmm.
And like that's just like about connecting like with the right artists that are in that type of culture that you're trying to reach, that demographic of people that you're trying to reach.
Yeah.
Just start tapping in with those artists and start curating your brand to something that they would fuck with.
So like you're associating with people that you fuck with, and off of like you fucking with them, it's probably a hint that their audience would fuck with you just off of like, you know what I mean? Like you relate with them, right?
Yeah.
Type shit. Like if you're relating to an artist, you're gonna put it on. Like I know you're cool with Bravo the Bag Chaser, right?
Yeah.
You having him in that shit. His audience perfectly fits your culture of like what you're doing. So like type shit like that. You're connecting the dots.
Yeah.
That's how I was saying like
And
with what
then
you're
I'll
doing.
also be like kind of mixing it. Like I've been fucking with the Mexican regional artists, like the corridos.
Uh-huh.
It's like this genre, like Mexican genre of music is like super popular right now. But like the youth is fucking with it heavy, you
Mhm.
know, and it actually is like crossing the cultures together almost. Like we using both of those types of groups of people.
Yeah, hella the Latino community fuck with this
And
shit.
you even notice Rolling Loud just put them on the
Oh yeah.
on the lineup.
I peeped that.
So it's
Yeah.
like I already been on this type of shit, you know. I just fuck with whatever's hot, like whatever's good. If I hear the music and I like it, I fuck with it, you know. It is not about like anything like besides like good art.
Yeah, I think that's the difference with like between like us like so like you like you like font like you start your brand like by yourself, right? And me too, like I don't have anybody like who got the same level of power in my brand. I like I decide everything, like you decide everything. You the brand, and like brand is your art type shit.
Yeah.
And like in Louis Vuitton and everything, like they got so many rules and like so many like like I mean history, and like they sometimes they do like different things, but like just cause like they are big brand, like they just follow their names, like even like like them pieces not really good, but like we really like putting like we make sure like like these people gonna understand what I'm doing, like type shit, like
Yeah, I realize it's about
yeah.
connecting the dots to the people. Like because essentially they are your rep. They're like repping you.
Yeah.
So they gotta know like what they're relating with on that shit,
Yeah.
you know. And the more you can make it clear of like this is who we are, then they feel part of that shit. And then now it's like, nah, this is who I am. You feel me? And like literally off of like brand and label, like they're labeling themselves with your product, you know.
Yeah.
So it's about like clarifying who you are to them, so that way they can kind of like make that decision of like, am I that person? Am I not?
Yeah.
I've realized that too. Like brands that I wear, it's not like very rarely will I just fuck with some very like random thing that I don't know nothing about. It's gotta be something I recognize or something like, oh, I associate with that shit. Your shit, that's off a lot of cough syrup. Like I get it. You know what I mean? I'll wear that. I'll put that on my body. So I feel you when you're like making that cultural impact where they can kind of like they relate with it. They're proud to be
It's
repping
just
your
like
shit.
it's just like gallery department, bro. All they got is them little shirts that say gallery department.
Yeah,
Everyone want to wear that shit. Everyone want to pay $250 for a fucking t-shirt.
more than that shit.
Yeah, so it's like they want to wear it. Why? Because fucking Quavo and them wear it.
Status essentially.
Yeah, and also like at like Milo told like like you don't really like care about like marketing. You just do your own like shit. But like at the end of the day, he's like one of the best marketer.
Yeah, I was gonna say even though your marketing is it's still marketing, but it's just like a guerrilla tactic. I think they call it, where it's like outside of norm, where you're not like oh Facebook ads or some shit like that. You're like thinking transcending that and doing it with like groundwork, working with the artist, where it's like, and I've been thinking like that too. You're essentially getting put onto their audience as they're repping it. They probably tag it and all that shit too. So it's like that's your first impression, and then they build a relationship through these artists and shit, which is that's what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
Do you think of it like that, or are you just like I fuck with this person and I'll just give it to him? Like,
And like straight up, like it's even simpler than that. Like if you look at the social media, kids just want to be cool. They want to, so they shout us out all day long because we repost everyone.
Yeah.
So by having these pictures of celebrities on that page, young kids, they see all their favorite rappers on the page. Now they're getting reposted by this page. Now they're supporting this page. They want to buy a new hoodie just to get the repost. We get DMs. They're like, please comment on my photo of the hoodie, or I'm about to post a hoodie. Like, will you repost it? And it's like, hell yeah, like shout us out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
So we like built like this little like Instagram like algorithm where everyone wants to repost us every single day.
Yeah,
That's fire. That's healthy, right? That's like a healthy relationship with them.
That's the difference with between like street brand and like real fashion or like luxury high fashion brand, cause like
they're not connected with their audience.
Yeah, like cause like if you try to like talk something with to Louis V, like food, like you don't know who you need, like gotta talk to, like you gotta go to the store and find out like who gonna take care of this problem, like. But like we us like like when we see on like DM, like we can like try to figure this shit out, like if anything, like we got customer service because it's us, like there's a
Like a personal connection.
Yeah, I don't say it's like my brand is a street brand, but like I'm like middle of it. Like, that's what I'm trying to do it. And but like, all the streetwear brand must be like that. And just like, rest customer service, like, like most of TikTok brands, like, I don't want to say it like that, but like we for sure trying to sell the products, but like, we trying to be on the like, on points, like, that's all the streetwear brands gotta do. And like, if you like, that's how people gonna see your brand, like, oh, this guy really like, standing on business. Like, that's how, like, he build a community and then, like, relationship. I gonna lie, that's how it is, how it's supposed, like, how it's supposed to be.
You gotta build a personal relationship with them.
Like, yeah.
Like, I'm sure I see it too, like on your story. People are coming here all day. Like, they probably never met you before, but they see what you're doing, but they greet you like the homie, right? Like, oh, what's up, my boy? It's like that. Once you create that before they even met you, that's when it's like, damn, you connected already. You already locked in. They already fucking with you.
Nah, for sure.
Like,
For sure.
I heard like Tyler Creator say like it's your job basically to like, you gotta make people aware of what you're doing, who you are, all that shit. Like,
And
rather
like,
than leaving it up to
I
some.
always had like a kind of sense of like the marketing too, where like as I try to look at it from a buyer's perspective, like a customer's perspective. Like if I would fuck with this brand, so I'm looking at the page. Whenever I'm looking at my Instagram or my website, I'm looking at it from a customer's perspective. Why would they want to buy from this brand? So like early on in the brand, I would be desperate for
Like some sales.
I wouldn't be so desperate for sales necessarily. I mean, yeah, I would be, but more for like the marketing. And I would have to like there early on, it was a lot harder for me to get celebrities to wear this shit. I'm not gonna lie. So I'd have to give out a lot more stuff. I would have to be outside. That's like when we met. I was outside all the time. I was at all the parties, just getting it to people. But I wasn't at like these grungy ass parties downtown. Like I was in the Hollywood Hills, finessing my way into like mansions and shit. And I don't know how I could be up in there. Somehow I get up in there. Luckily, lots of times they deny me, but sometimes I get up in there. And, I'd meet some celebrities and I push that shit. And if 1 out of 3 celebrities wore my shit, like I used to think like my goal used to be to just get 3 celebrities for every drop. So if I drop, boom, then I have to start running around because, my shit's not selling. I drop, it's not selling. I got 3,000 followers. So it shit's not selling. I just spent thousands of dollars on a drop. It's sitting online. It's not selling. Maybe a little bit sold. We did a little bit, but like a couple $1,000 or something. And I'm over there like, fuck, shit's not selling. So then I'd be like, hit up him or anyone I knew that's close to the industry. Who's having a release party tonight? Who's who's hosting a club tonight? Like, where can I go? And then, in Hollywood, man, there's after parties always, man. Yeah. If someone's hosting a club, if fucking Sway Lee's hosting the club, that nigga's having a party tonight, bro. And everyone's sliding through. So, like, we in Hollywood, bro, like, Kim Kardashian is out there probably, dotting around right now. You could go out to fucking West Hollywood, go walk down Sunset Boulevard, you'll run into fucking anyone, bro. Amber Rose, fucking YG, fucking Tyga, and fucking all those LA celebrities, bro. They all out there. They just going to the grocery store and shit half the time. So, like, you really just got to go out there and fuck with niggas, bro. And I would just make shit wiggle. So I would just drop. I'd be like, fuck, man, I got to get some sales. Like, if some celebrity wears this shit, we'll start getting a little bit more traction and I can start reposting it with the link and, like, get some little promo. So I'd just be desperate. I'm running around, man, spending my last money on gas or whatever I had, bro, just to get into these parties and get it on someone. Give them all the shit. We would give them, like, half the collection would end up getting given away by the time we even started making sales.
Like
this
That's crazy.
like this
That's
hoodie,
crazy.
Yeah.
I made 800 of these hoodies when I first made them. Not this colorway.
R.I.P. Suede.
R.I.P. my brother Suede. And I made 800 of those hoodies. And they was not selling. I spent like fucking a lot of money, bro. I'm talking a lot of money, you know, thousands, tens of thousands of dollars, bro, on all those hoodies, you know. They not selling, bro. They sitting in my garage, boxes. And so I'm like, all right, fuck, you know.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Stress,
Like, and so that's why, you know, I hit Hollywood. Started giving them out to everyone, bro. You give them to the celebrities' friends. Tell them, hey, give a hoodie to that person. All you gotta do is go look at your favorite celebrity, go on their Instagram, look who they're following, look who they're tagging on their stories, look who's commenting on their shit. Those are all of their homies. You hit up their homies. Hey, can you give some shit to my favorite celebrity? They probably not gonna give it to them. They probably just gonna take the shit for themselves and run off on your ass. Or lots of times they're a micro influencer. If they know celebrities, other celebrities follow them too. They've been in the industry. They've been around these people. You get them to be an influencer for you. That's a good way to start too, micro influencers. They might only have like 10, 20,000 followers, but a lot of celebrities follow them. It's like me. I'm a micro influencer. I have a lot of people that fuck with me in the industry, but I don't have like a lot of attention, you know? So like if I do put on some shit, a lot of good eyes is gonna see that shit. So you know you can fuck with the micro influencers, but eventually those 800 hoodies, once I had given out like probably like 300 of them, they started selling because all of a sudden they started coming out in music videos. Like all of a sudden Trippie Redd was wearing one. Like I have hella pictures of hella people wearing. Krishan was on there fighting bitches in that shit.
Damn.
You
That's
know,
a big ass shout out.
everyone was tagging me, and you like, then those hoodies are viral. Like we can't even keep them on the shelf now.
Damn.
And that's a $300 hoodie. You know, but I always kept that price point too. I was like, I ain't like
Yeah,
a lot of people too would put this shit on sale instead of putting the hoodie started out at $300, right? And I had 800 of them, and none of them are selling. Everyone's like, I ain't buying no $300 hoodie. So what would a lot of people do? They'd fucking get scared and they'd put their shit on sale for $150. What does that do? That just lowers the value of your brand.
Yeah, it's all about brand image.
So instead of giving shit off for 50%, why don't you just give away 50% of your production? The same shit. You know? Give out 400 hoodies. If you give out 400 hoodies in Hollywood, just go walk around on Sunset Boulevard or go to fucking like Sunset Boulevard is probably the best spot you could go. And like any of the hot clubs around there or into Hollywood a little bit too. All the celebrities, bro, they live in the hills or they live in Calabasas, bro. Drake, all them niggas, they come around here, bro. So you just go out there, give out 400 hoodies, bro. You're going to get it on someone. And then, you know, you can start your marketing off of that shit instead of fucking charging like $150 for the hoodie and shit and like selling yourself short.
Yeah, and the end result is better because now you got all these people who've seen it or who are wearing it and shit. And then rather than taking a loss and like, just because you go at half price, I mean, yeah, people might buy it, but like you said, just kind of
then the wrong people are wearing
exactly.
that shit.
Yeah, so I like that. That's a very different type of thinking. I've like done shit where I'm like, fuck, nobody buying this shit. I've like just gone to Goodwill and just like dropped off boxes, dog.
I did that too. My first drop was trash, and I gave it away to all the homeless downtown.
Yeah, I've done that.
Who taught you that, or you just like how'd you know to do that?
Taught me that.
Desto taught you that. Okay.
Yeah.
So he put you on.
That's
there.
like some passed down knowledge right there, like ancient wisdom. That's gonna be like, damn, because I never really thought of it like that. Like, okay, if you have a bunch of stock, literally, I never even thought, let me go, just give it to a bunch of people, the right people, not just
the right people.
Yeah, the right people.
The right people.
That's
bro.
really smart, bro.
Exactly.
That's
It's
really
gotta
smart.
be the right people, but it's also gotta be the right shit. Like if you come in with some bullshit, like most people are, they're not gonna wear it no matter what.
Yeah.
How long would you post up there at like Melrose or Sunset?
I mean, like I said, I used to sell coke, So I already know people that is partying with celebrities and shit all the time. But I mean, you could just follow just like any little Instagram bits or whatever. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say girls are like the network too to a bunch of this other shit. Like they just
they
mutuals.
getting fucked by all the celebrities.
Yeah.
What? Come on, they're at every little party, bro.
You just
like,
follow them, huh?
you probably know one, bro. And you see on her story, bro, she goes to bowling on Monday. She goes to the highlight room on Wednesday.
She's at Chris Brown's house.
She's at Chris Brown's
Oh, yeah, like
house.
that.
Like we could name off the checklist, bro. They got
That's
a whole week, bro, of like it's all set out.
That's why I've been seeing what you're posting too. Like I forgot I've seen on the interview and some other shit. You're like these LA girls, bro. Like they're just, it's a different mindset, low key. It really is. They out here trying to.
They
Social
thirsty. I like the
climbing,
girls that are
climbing.
from LA, but the girls that come to LA,
Yeah.
they're coming here for a reason, and it's not to be like a hardworking artist.
Nah. They want to do TikToks and
It's
fucking
They're trying to do TikToks and make it easy.
wiggle some ass.
So you still be doing that like nowadays, or do you
Nah.
have people to do that for you, or you just don't do it? Like people are coming to you now.
Nah, I ain't really been fucking with like pressing it on people because so many people be hitting me up. I just be
Yeah.
doing it like naturally, like tapping in with artists now.
That's a great spot, man.
Like I said, Mike Sherm had like just ordered my shit, and I had seen him. I was like, what the fuck? Tapped in with him, boom. So it's like it be happening a little more naturally now. But
Shout out those people that be paying for it. Like they
I
really
still be
fuck with
pressing
it.
it. Like with JLP. You guys might have seen JLP had posted on his story like coming off the private jet wearing Asaali.
Mm-hmm.
It was like November or something last year. That was one of my 3 people that I needed for that drop. Like I said, I get 3 celebrities for every drop.
Yeah, that's a good look right there.
Oh,
that's
so
like huge.
That's the
But
thing you still do, huh? Three for every
I
drop.
still try to keep it around there, but it's more natural now. But with JLP, man, like he had already been fucking with the brand, but I hadn't really gotten any pictures of him. I had heard he had worn it, and I'm a big fan of JLP, so I was just like, I gotta get him to wear this shit. He's from San Bernardino, you know. It only makes sense.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, so he's like one of the biggest artists in SoCal, like from SoCal. He's like the little baby of Mexican music, bro.
Yeah, no,
Like that nigga's the GOAT.
this like Spanish music shit is blowing up crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It's just fucking.
And so I had to tap in with him, you know, and I just gave his whole team tons of clothes, bro. Like tons of shit, bro. Like everything I could possibly give them, everything, you know.
Yeah.
And he only ended up wearing 1 pair of shorts. Well, I got some other pictures, like, but they're more ghetto. And he performed in a pair of sweats, but you couldn't really see him.
Uh-huh.
But he took that one picture, and it was like it was on his page. But it was crucial. It was crucial for the marketing, and we gave them so much clothes, bro. It was probably like thousands of dollars worth of clothes, like just boxes full.
Yeah.
But
So
he ended up only wearing that 1 pair of shorts, and that was crucial.
Yeah, just that alone
It was
wasn't
worth it. It was worth it to
Yeah.
me.
Damn.
Uh-huh.
So I guess like given like that strategy is 2 parts, right? You got to get it in their hands, but then you got to get the pick too, right? So like once it's in their hands, is there anything you can do, or is it you're just like waiting?
It's best to work with the stylist. I'm not gonna lie. I was working with JLP stylist, so shout out to him. Some niggas don't need stylists though. They put that shit on, like that NLE Chopper picture that was through the stylist. This was through a stylist. Like some of the shit's through stylists. Stylists are really the key because they gonna make them wear it the right way.
Yeah, and they trust their opinion. Like they'll be like, all right, bet you saying this shit. Bet.
Yeah, so if you good with a stylist, bro, you gonna finesse some shit for sure. Like
For real.
So stylist is key. Then just get
so
into a bunch of
all
people.
you gotta do too with that is a lot of times artists will tag their stylist. So
Yeah.
just keep an eye out for that. Look through a bunch of artists' page. Eventually, you're gonna find an artist that tags their stylist. Like they're gonna be doing like a wardrobe or like some shit, some content that they post where they actually tag their stylist. Happens all the time. Boom, tap in with that person, start DMing them, send them some shit. Everyone, like I'd say every celebrity hires a stylist at one point. Not a lot of rappers, like not lower rappers, but like Krishan, you know, she got a stylist.
Fetty Wap.
No, that was actually, he don't have a stylist. He just put that shit on. He had told me he wanted to wear that too. And I was like, what the fuck? He came out Rolling Loud with that shit on.
That's fire.
A lot of them don't have stylists for real. Blueface has a stylist, but he switches around. A lot of them switch around. Like certain stylists are kind of like, they work with everyone. Some stylists work with everyone, and then some stylists will be locked into a certain artist.
Personal type shit.
Yeah, so one of my favorite art stylists, shout out to Sankara. She's hella dope. So if y'all look up Sankara, she's worked with like Migos, Sweetie, Glorilla. She put my stuff on Glorilla.
I always see like these basketball players stylists. Like you ever see those? Like then they do the shots when they're walking through like the whole
They
little
don't
alley.
fuck with me.
I'm always like,
'Cause
damn,
them
how do I
niggas
get
be
on
on
that?
some hype beat shit for real.
I
Yeah.
had one. I had one. Like that was the only one. Like placement through stylists. Like most of my pictures, like I did a personal or like they put it on like randomly type shit. But so my homie Trino, he's a stylist of Kuzma, like Kyle Kuzma. Like he went viral when like Kuz was wearing like big ass pink sweater.
That nigga be wearing some sus
Oh, I think I do
shit.
remember that,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna lie, bro. That nigga be putting on some sus shit.
Yeah, like I mean, like he got crazy ass, like I mean,
artistic.
fit too, like I met him like when we met in Japan, like Halloween. It was like a party of like wake up 50, like Eat was there and shit. He put up with the fucking doublet, like it's like what the fuck, I don't know how to explain, man. Like shoulder was right here. Yeah, like he have no neck type shit, like it's a whole next level drip. Like
That's
I mean, like
that's like that witch outfit or something. Like what is that from? Like fucking Disney and shit. Like some fucking witch lady.
like type shit, man. Like trip shit. Like I mean,
like Opium type shit, like
no, it was
Cardi type shit.
Yeah, it was.
They be
red.
putting on
It
anything
was
bull
red.
because a lot of designer, a lot of I ain't even gonna go there, but let's not even go there. Let's not even go there. But that shit's a little sus. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I
Wait,
mean,
but NBA players aren't fucking with your shit. Like NBA players, like their stylists don't want to like
Not
have.
so far, bro. All the sports people really been like
You think it's also
staying
like
away from me.
I mean, yeah.
Do you think it's
I
like
think
an
they
NBA
got
thing?
a strict.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say like
strict
NBA thing where they're like,
imagery.
we don't want the imagery.
Yeah, NBA, NFL, all that shit.
Yeah, but it would
That
be
could be.
sick. Like James Harden, like KD was wearing like a way of shit. or
At least on
something.
their free time, like when they're not walking through those little runway things.
Yeah,
they do.
like
Yeah,
a lot of the
it's a
new
long way.
collections and shit are a little toned down and stuff. So I'm trying to work into that market.
Yeah,
It's
like
the NBA collection.
and collaboration is good. Like they bring you like new customers. You can show like we can do some shit like that type of shit. I've never I haven't got like in any collaboration so far like that, but yeah, I'm working on like some collaboration and yeah, obviously I hope it's gonna happen soon.
Yeah. Have you done any other than that? That's off a lot of Coster. Have you done any other collabs that you were like stoked on, or any that you want to do with people?
Dead Homies, that's the other brand I work with. Dead Homies, Cough Syrup. We got a collab we're supposed to do.
So
Who else? Me and Blasey got a collab coming. Shout out Nothing Personal.
Shout out to personal. We might have a collab coming too. Sunny Potential.
For sure. We got to.
Yeah.
Yeah, your shit's hard. We got to.
Yeah, thanks, bro. And I was looking at the graphics and shit too. I was like, do you do all this, like the graphics, or do you like usually have like work with basically designers and do it?
I work with designers. I have 2 full-time designers.
Okay.
They back there right now. Well, one of them's back there right now.
That's fire. That's fire. Yeah, cause like
but
on the
I creative direct everything.
yeah.
We're like 90%. Sometimes I'll let them go crazy, but I've creative direct like 90% of everything.
That's fire. Yeah, because you have like a pretty good, it seems like a good business structure going. Like literally, like how do I explain it? Like you're taking yourself out the business a bit, and like you're having people play the roles of doing what they're doing? Like, say you got designers, then you got the manufacturing, then you got like shipping, I imagine, all that.
You can't do everything yourself, bro.
Yeah, no, I can't.
It's impossible, especially when you're trying to do the marketing and be the face of the brand. And then, you know, you got your personal life and, you know, I got a dog and
I gotta feed my
I
dog.
just moved. I've been dealing with the move and everything. Like, I couldn't be at the store, like,
Yeah.
doing sales.
So
So,
what-
you know, like, but when at first you gotta build slowly. I'm slowly building my team, and
Yeah.
sometimes like I gotta send them home. I'm like, nah, like it's not like maybe we have to take a couple weeks off. Like maybe you're not doing the greatest job, or like it's just not fitting. Like we don't really need you right now. So I'm just like in that period of slowly building like the perfect team. I want to have the perfect team.
Probably start from assistant, like you know, I mean.
Start with assistants, bro.
Internship,
Yeah.
like internship. Type
Oh yeah,
stuff.
internships are good too.
Yeah, I'm on the way, man. I'm really killing myself sometimes. Like
The
you know,
first
I mean,
person though that ever started working for me, and this helped me like get to where I am too. Shout out to my maid. Yeah, she been working for me for like 4 years, I think.
So just like life shit, literally like help me clean my house type shit.
Yeah, bro, cause like
I feel that.
as like if like also too, I didn't tell you guys like when I was starting the brand, kept having to give out so much clothes and shit, wasn't making a lot of money. The sales were slow. I had to do commissions on the side, so I started doing commissions, doing collabs with smaller brands.
Like commission designs or
Yeah, commission designs.
okay.
And so I would just you know, do t-shirt designs or whatever for people, and or come up with like I've done full like product sampling and full like production for people. I do production for Desto sometimes, just to make a little extra money on the side to supplement the brand. But what was I saying before that?
Or like the first person you hired, you
The
said your
maid.
maid
The first
was like
person
one
I
of-
hired was my maid. Yeah. So like, as a designer, I'm gonna get paid like minimum like $500,000 a design because I'm coming with some shit. You know,
Yeah.
that's what I expect.
Damn.
So why would I be doing my dishes and cleaning the house
I feel that, bro.
if I can get $500 right here?
Then it starts to
know?
make sense. Like the rich
And
people that
I'll
literally
pay
do all
my
that.
maid $300. I'll keep $200, and all that time I spent, now I got 3 designs. Shit, I made $1,500.
Yeah.
So like you gotta prioritize your time and your money, and don't be doing no bullshit shit. Like if you only get paid $20 an hour to do designs, then you better be fucking doing your dishes yourself, because
Yeah.
why would you pay a maid the same amount that you're getting paid? You know?
Yeah, I
that
feel
don't
that.
make sense. It's got to be prioritized, and you gotta.
Yeah.
But if you're making more than what your maid makes, then you might want to think about that. And I also don't waste no time. Like I don't watch TV really. If I am hanging out, I'm with my friends and shit or my family. So like,
Ain't no free time.
there's no free time. So like, I don't sit around playing video games and shit or watching TV. So it's like I'm always working. So like, it really don't make sense for me to like do dishes and shit like when I'm always making money if I'm not doing dishes and shit.
Yeah, my house would be just like cluttered with trash and shit. But I'll do like a weekly, like, all right, let's
Yeah.
clean it up now. But then
Yeah.
then I get back on my bullshit, and then it gets all messy
yeah,
again.
that's- yeah,
But
that's how
I
my
feel
shit-
that, bro. You gotta delegate tasks. All the random miscellaneous bullshit, yeah, give that to somebody. Give it to somebody, because otherwise you're gonna be wasting your time, literally folding some shirts or some shit.
So I hired the maid, and that was back when I was still selling coke too, because I was
Damn.
making money selling coke. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do
Yeah.
doing
Clean
dishes?
shit.
Like I got.
She probably found so many little baggies and shit.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
like,
She
shit.
knew. She knows.
She started flipping it.
She seemed to come up. She seemed to come up. My houses always get better too every time I move. So she seemed.
Oh, she's still with you?
Oh, that's fire. It's the same one.
Yeah.
Like, okay, that's fire.
That's dope.
Real relationship right there.
Yeah. So I fuck with her.
After that, what about like the business, on the business side? Who did you hire that was like, okay, this
The
is this
assistant.
the assistant, okay.
But assistant was like do everything, like
Yeah, general.
do all the orders,
Mm-hmm.
do all the inventory. That's what my assistant really started out as, and then built to just do more shit. Like my first assistant, you know, she wanted more hours, so I was like, shit, help me with more shit. Like I would even have her doing like little stuff with production, like run around to like the t-shirt printers. Gotta make sure your assistant can drive around and shit and just do everything you would be doing normally, so that you can just hyper focus on the brand and like how can you get it on more people, and how can you build a bigger and stronger community around this shit. You can't focus on that when you're trying to run around and get shirts printed.
Yeah, basically like trying to put yourself in your best position that you know what to do the best. You know what I mean? Rather than like how you saying, like the production side. Like someone could do that. Anybody could do that. You feel me? Get the right people.
Anyone can do that shit.
But nobody can do the unique shit that you do, which is like connecting all these dots and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I
and
feel
the
that,
creative
bro.
direction,
Yeah.
the creative direction and the marketing, like.
Yeah.
But if you could find people to do that shit, damn, then you're extra winning.
I know. I've been thinking about that too, because I'm like, there's a couple pieces like I've done and people I work with, and they went crazy. I'm like, this is just off 2 pieces of artwork, bro. Like, what if I just sat and every day I did a piece of artwork? How much would that shit be worth, like in the end? You feel me? I'm like, damn. So that's why I'm like, I need to focus to just be able to do just that.
Exactly, bro. You gotta get a maid. You gotta get an
I gotta get a maid.
Fuck, yeah,
I gotta get me a fucking maid.
Nah,
I need a wife, bro. She could be my maid. On God.
Maybe.
Yeah, not an LA
that
one.
could work. That could work.
Be my maid.
That could work for a little bit, but then I mean, eventually you're gonna start making more. You probably give your wife a better position than maid.
Huh? Just
You know, because that's
Head
like
chef.
that's like the lower job. Yeah, she could be head chef. Damn, but if you really start making a lot of money, you gotta give her even better position. You know, like you can't just have your wife being the head chef. I mean, if that's what she's really passionate about, I guess.
You gotta find a wife who just loves being a maid. I guess.
She gotta love a lot of shit, man. She gotta.
Yeah, I don't know, like that whole cooking and cleaning shit. That shit out for me because
I can't cook.
I can cook and clean. I could do all that shit, and I used to when I was in that position. So if I'm gonna have a wife, I'm not gonna have her doing cooking and cleaning at all. Like I would have her like
What's like a cook
do something with the business or something.
Sure.
What's like a meal that you be chefing up when you're hungry? Like you hungry, cook for yourself real quick. What's like a meal we would make? Your expertise.
My expertise.
My shit was like turkey burgers, bro.
turkey
From Trader
burgers.
Joe's. I was making turkey burger.
That's fire.
Easy.
The frozen
light.
joints?
You know, that's healthier than beef for sure.
Yeah.
Don't want to be eating fucking beef cheeseburgers all day.
You good at cooking? Like you
Hell
say
yeah.
you're good?
Hell yeah, I chef up for sure.
That's what's up.
Chefing up a lot of food and
Not
other
no
shit.
more
huh?
though. Not no more. I don't cook at all no more.
Okay.
I cook like some eggs in the morning. Some
Eggs.
eggs, some toast and shit. Like I always cook breakfast, a little granola, yogurt, whatever. Just some quick shit because I like to eat before I leave the house. I
feel that.
always drink green juice every morning.
What kind of green
Sure.
juice? Like celery and shit, or
Celery.
with the lime?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no sugar. You can't have no sugar.
Yeah,
in
no
there.
sugar.
So
That-
none of that. What is it called? Like Oddwalla, Naked, and
Oh,
shit.
that shit, yeah.
That shit's all trash. Don't drink that.
I like it literally just celery and lime. That was my shit.
That
Do
shit
that.
fucks with your stomach, kind of, no?
I feel like it cleans it. Like I don't know. It feels like
Yeah,
some
it
sort of like
kinda get
cleaner.
fucked up.
It
after
clears
that.
your liver,
Yeah.
bro. If you drink it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, clears your liver.
Like it might fuck you up probably because it's cleaning you. It's like
You know,
degreasing
I,
the.
party,
too
I
much
party
shit.
hard, so I gotta clear that
Yeah.
shit out.
Yeah. You gotta start doing that,
I
man.
feel that.
Fuck. What's the inspo behind like when you're decorating the store?
I don't know.
Just
For
like
real.
whatever
Set
look
up.
good. You're like,
I was just trying to make it look clean. It was all white in here before, and the floors were pretty shitty. They're pretty shitty still. We have to get them recoated, but I'm gonna move the store soon, so I'm like, I don't even really want to do it.
You already have an idea where you want to move it?
I'm trying to decide, but I'm not really in a hurry either.
You trying to move it to like maybe Melrose area, or you stay here in downtown?
Yeah, either La Brea, Melrose, or Fairfax.
Oh, okay.
over there.
So
Yeah, downtown has good store spots, like especially like price range. I feel like compared to like over there, but like over there definitely they got the foot traffic. I feel like you probably see celebs more over there a little bit, like random
well,
walk-ins.
A lot of celebrities don't even like to pull up over here.
Yeah, I bet.
They'll tell me like, come to West Hollywood and shit.
It's a little bit more over here. It's like really mixed in, bro. COVID kind of like cleared a lot of it, but I remember before COVID, the streets were wild, bro. Like nice ass apartments, like big old like fucking $15,000-$20,000 rent and shit, and at the bottom is just some dude shooting heroin. You're like, damn, like
Yeah.
it's kind of not. It's like,
But it's cool down here too, cause it's like the culture is down here.
yeah,
You know, all the trappers and shit live down here.
yeah, skyscrapers and all that.
Yeah.
So what's up, bro? Any last words you want to say to the people?
Yeah, we got
Wanna
audience
shout
of
out?
like
Nah,
bunch
we
of
definitely
young
gave him
niggas.
some
Yeah.
gems on that last little
You did,
little
bro.
run
Nah, for real.
sure.
The network,
You gave
the
him the-
network taught that shit crazy.
I
out there.
gave y'all the key, so man, y'all
For
go
real.
go out there, get some fucking money, man.
Yeah,
if
we
y'all
better-
not gonna use it, I'm gonna use that shit.
We better see y'all
Yeah.
on Sunset, bro. Give
Go
them
out
shit.
there, hustle that shit, man. Get that shit off.
Yeah,
Get it on some people, man, and turn your brand up.
by any means, man. Yeah, and how he said, man, even if you gotta get that shit for free, do that. Opposed to like disrespect yourself and your own brand, trying to cut that shit short. You know, look at your shit as highly as you
Half
can.
the time, your designs is trash too. So if you're trying to sell it to a celebrity, it's just disrespectful at that point.
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, a lot of your brands, a lot of these designs is trash. A lot of designs I put out come out trash too. I ain't gonna cap. And then I'm like, after I already dropped it, I'll be like a week later, I'll be like, man, that shit was trash. Like,
Yeah, especially
fuck.
trying to sell to a celebrity. You're like, damn.
So it really depends, man. Just because you think it was fire one day, it might not be, bro.
So you're
Yeah,
saying you
also
gotta
the
wait till you have a
timing.
hitter, huh?
Wait till you have a hitter, or like enough people said like they really fuck with that shit. Like,
Yeah, that's the worst. You think you're like, this shit gonna go. And then you post and like that day you just like, fuck, this shit it's not connecting with them. Fuck.
yeah.
But yeah, man. Low Lives, episode 4. Nephew Milo in the building. We got Swish, Jeff, Playboy, Paraphernalia, Low Heads, all that shit, man. Tap in. You already know.